YouTube, what's going on, y'all? This is your boy J.DAREL stepping back in the sanctuary. Just come out of bed just to do this video regarding the review for Having the Have-Nots. Make sure you follow me on all social media sites. Make sure you thumbs this video up. Make sure you leave your thoughts about the video and about the episode in the comments section. Remember, we're giving you laughter, realness, and reality. This is your boy J.DAREL, Having Have Nots. I I know I said I was gonna be consistent with getting the videos out, whether it's the same night or the day after, which this is the day after from what I've seen, but I really was not going to do a video. I was just going to leave the finale as is and just come back in January when the new season airs. But it's been crazy. Even with me doing the consistent videos, after, of course, I live in Houston, Texas, so after Harvey and everything hit, tried to get everything back together, had to rest because watching the news and all this stuff is very depressing. Also had to get things to church back together. As you know, I'm the administrator, business administrator, so had to make sure everything was good there, as well as, of course, you can probably hear it in my voice that immediately after the storm hit, I got sick, so there goes the Love and Hip Hops and the reviews I was supposed to go ahead and get out and finish with you guys, which I'm gonna jump back on track because I'm actually feeling better now. But I actually had to come out of being sick to come and drop this video. Last night's episode of the Have and the Have Nots, the Veronica show, was completely, I wouldn't say it gave me everything, but it gave me enough to make me want to know and wonder what happened. And I will say that Tyler Perry did cut off at a good vantage point because it is tingling our ears, it's tingling our minds to know what the hell happened regarding where we initially left off on last night's episode. So I'm not going to go through a full review. I'm just going to talk about last night's episode regarding that. As far as the characters are concerned, as far as Candace, I'm expecting and I'm wanting her to go through a little bit more heartache and pain, like this arrest that Veronica got her out of. I'm just wishing that she could have stayed in there, did some time, thought about her actions, got herself together. But still, even after the death of her son, she still has not gotten it. She still has not understood that karma is not playing no games. So she's not understanding anything that Hannah's trying to tell her. People can say what they want about Hannah, but Hannah knows exactly what's going on. You see on the episode before last, Hannah called her. I was like, you mess around with the president and you still don't get it. You're still doing it. You still scamming. You still scheming. You still don't understand. I just don't get it. I don't get what's going on through her mind. And then even in the sense that Veronica wants to work with her now to get back at David, because of course when she set that vase in the room with the bottom hoe, when she said the boss and the dumb bitch came and got the boss out, and this whole, all of her conversations, everything her and David been doing from the sex, all this stuff, Veronica has been watching on her phone, so she has everything. That's how she's able to know, well, let me get with Candace, since she had this girl to try to set David up. But what I'm not understanding, like Candace, she still don't get it. She's like, okay, I don't care. So she's like, okay. She started about it, so if I can walk, then I'll work with you. So you're going to work with her to set David up. At the end of the day, she's using you to get what she wants. Because at the end of the day, she's going to drop you. And it's like, okay, after the deficit, so you think, okay, I'm going to give everything up. I'm tired. I'm done. I'm dropping out the game. It's just, but of course, you know, this is a show and we cannot just drop the main cast member, the starting cast member, off like that. We can't kill her off. We can't lock her for a certain amount of time, which we can because she'll still be doing so. But of course, the treachery, the evilness, the conniving still continues. So we can expect a lot more. We can expect a lot more of Candace to get into a lot of shit. But at least the main downfall Veronica got her out of. And since we're still on the Veronica thing, and since we're still on the whole thing with Jeffrey and the cop, let's go ahead and cut to the court case to where since what is this child name? Girl, my head hurt. Um, since her son Jeffrey did not follow her request, so she said, I'm gonna go ahead. If she got Candace off to get her to walk so she can go ahead and take care of what she needs to take care of with David. So as far as the body is concerned, got her off, which got Jeffrey off a little bit, but she cut the corner and still worked on behalf of the Asian that stopped her before, who was questioning her about the case. Basically did enough to get Candace off so she can handle her business with her David and the other chick, and then cut the corner and say, you know what? Even though the case has been dismissed in the body, there's no case at the body. She still gave the case back to the Asian dude for him to continue to do what he needs to do, as well as far as that case is concerned, and which he's working on the whole Catherine required and the A, so Veronica still can get God, but then she's that good person who so you already know how that's going to go. As well as in the other sense of I forgot the cop name, but the cop named the judge, which she's married to, which is doing the case, as well as Asian dude. So after she gave him the case, she's like, okay, do you want the case now? Of course I do. So Jeffrey's in the back. Jeffrey gave me an online confession that he know who killed XYZ. So the Asian lawyer had him arrest her, and also told the judge in the sense that, you know what, I think you should work on this case. Why should you, Miss Harrington? And she picks up the remote, and this is why, and pulls out the footage she had on the phone, which destroys their relationship. So she's all distraught. The demure white woman walks off stage. She walks out after he's arrested. You didn't believe me, so spend time in jail. So after she walked past him, gave him that mean bitch stare, like, you thought I wasn't going to produce, but here it is. You know, I said what I said, I did what I did, and now deal with it. And she walks off. They gave that dramatic stare, walk off after the stare, and that was that. I'm gonna cut to after the ending part towards the end of this, talking about the scene. So even with the whole thing, the Candace thing, she's still not getting it. The whole thing with the baby, that just gives me a headache because I'm just so sick of Candace at that moment, and that's one of the main reasons why I didn't do a review last week, because I would have been on here at least for 30 minutes to 45 minutes just going in on Candace. Like that whole scene last week, leading up to now where we stopped off, all of that fighting over that boy, and you have done nothing for that child at all. Nothing for that child. It was never in his child life. All of a sudden now he's cute. You want to act the plump fool. You want to act the ass. And you want to take this and know you ain't got no money. But you want to act the fool and want to cut the hands. And first of all, you wrong. You looking at Crier like you mad at her. What the hell you mad at her for? You was fucking her man. You was fucking her man, getting coins from him, soliciting money from him out of his account, calling him out of millions and millions of dollars, and now you mad. Mad for what? That all of your shit has caught up to you, and you're still not you're still going to work with Veronica over this whole David Harrington thing, and think this is going to work? No, once Veronica is done with your ass, I won't. I won't. I said I'm not going to do it, and I'm not. I'm not going to do it. That whole scene in the beginning with the goodbyes with the grandmother to her grandson, that whole monologue, that hit a spot for me. Even watching the beginning with Catherine and Benny and the mom and Candace and it's coming to me. It's coming to me. It's coming to me. Hannah. That I never watched an episode. I never watched television so much to where so much anger, so much emotion rose up out of me when she started talking about you can have your God, you can do this. I mean, I know as a pastor, that made me, as a pastor and as a man of God and living this Christian life, that made me so mad. But I'm so glad that Tyler Perry brought that out and hit on those points. Bravo. That scene, oh my God, that scene made me so mad. Made me so mad. I wanted to jump to the screen and snatch every weave, envelope, glue, and hair follicles out of her head just to make her understand and get it. Like, ooh, ooh, that made me so mad. Like, for real, that made me so mad. And then this scene, this scene with Hannah saying goodbye to her grandson, the acting, the emotions, the words, the facial expressions was so on point. As Benny, only thing he was supposed to do in that scene was just cry, be there with his mother and console, as well as he saying goodbye. But I wouldn't want to stand next to Hannah during that scene because that would have brought out all of my insecurities as an actor. It was like Oscar standing next to a Grammy or a BET award, like like her. I mean, oh my God, she really brought out the grandmother emotions of losing a grandchild, with a mother who was in this life who I couldn't save and was doing all this. Never wasn't. It was just like that was Tyler Perry did good. It was like the episode wasn't all of that. It was like a regular episode with a little bit of plot twist and turnaround, but it was certain things in the episode that really just that really kind of it's just the small. It was like the small things in this episode that really just brung everything together that gave you that Um, what else happened? Of course, the whole situation with the girl trying to kill herself, and I just don't understand. I want to give kudos to the girl that's supposed to be dating Jeffrey with the mom, the ghetto mom, who calls and begs for money and just selling her daughter out, knowing that I don't get it. I really don't get it. I don't get it. But it's a lot of, even though she doesn't say much, she just do a lot. But her acting, she got some good acting skills too, because Veronica throwing meat, bread, mayonnaise, and first of all, that bread was dry as hell. I don't know what that bread was. I don't know what kind of expensive dry bread that was, but bitch threw that in my face, bitch. We would have been fine. I would have snatched that 28.5 piece out of show hat. But anyway, that wig on her was very nice. I mean, that outfit is like, even though I don't like Veronica, that girl know how to dress. She knows how to put on the right wigs. I mean, it's like I had this love and hate about Veronica. It's just crazy. But I love the way that woman's dressed. It's like, even sometimes her envy is just, oh my God, it just gives you a lot. But throwing that bread in her face and not saying nothing. Oh, but the end though, the end, you don't ever, you don't ever misconstrue or try to downplay the chick that's quiet. But anyway, she helped a guy to hang it, straighten it out, stuck it up a cooch, tried to kill a baby herself. Unfortunately, it didn't work because the Veronica got the call when she's at the place, and obviously, boom. But even then, even before she made her arrival to the courtroom, she slid a note on the door, said, "I know you're in there," and things like that. Walking away, Let them know, hey, I'm on the court. You guys can listen. I told you to stay away from my son. I told you to stop seeing him. So you're going to jail. I'm going to expose you, and then you're going to go to jail. I'm going to ruin your marriage. You know, I said I was going to do it. I said what I said. I did what I did, and I'm going to do what I'm going to do. But even in that sense, we get to basically the whole point with. I wouldn't say the David scene and the girl. I, that thing right there. I hope she plays it smart, and I hope that David is not dumb as well, I'm thinking that how David is dumb. I hope he catches on and understand that your wife is not playing games with you as well. I'm pretty sure he's not playing games with her, but know and understand what your wife is capable of and get on it. Stop fucking around with this girl and stop doing this girl and get your stuff together. Make sure your ducks are lined up and just. And where's Oscar? Didn't we find information? Didn't he find information on this chick? Like, I'm not David. I just pray that you don't get caught up in this whole situation because now she got Candace on her. Lord have mercy. Like my head is already hurting for January, and January not even here yet. And I'm just all the way there. But even there, so after everything boiled down and she went to go pick up the girl, we sense in the review in the mirror that there's this dump truck that keeps following her. So all of a sudden, she's pull up and the truck just started ramming Veronica. And ramming her back and forth, ramming her. And she's like, who is this? And we look in the periphery. I'm not sure that she knew who it is, but I looked and seen in the truck through the wheel. Remember that was the cop. And we understand that, of course, he's crazy. And we know he's a force not to be reckoned with. Neither how he keep popping up on Jeffrey. But he did warn Veronica, say, hey, you do this, we're going to have a problem. And as we see, and then the girl, the little crazy chick that's supposed to be dating Jeffrey, she started laughing. He's like, girl, what the hell are you laughing at? Obviously, there's someone out there that hates you more than I do. So as he's ramming her and she's losing control of the car, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I just blink, and the crazy girl that took control of the car, then rammed it on the off side of the road, and the truck flipped 3, 4, 5 times. And we see in the shot that the wheels then fell off, the car is all in shambles, and then before we get to be continued, we see the truck speed past its motion. We see, of course, I already knew that it was the cop, but for everybody else that didn't get to pay attention when the rumbling and jumbling was going on, we see that it was the cop. And of course, this is to be continued for next season, and it lets us know that Tyler Perry's bringing Have and Have Nots back in January, which you already know. All the rest of the episodes for the season is already shot. That's how we're getting it so soon. But anyway, this is what I got. This is my thoughts and my opinions related to the Have and Have Nots for the season finale, Veronica show. Let me know what you thought about it. This is J.DAREL. Make sure you follow me on all social media sites. And I'm stepping out of the sanctuary. Remember, J.DAREL, Preachable TV. Laughter, realness, and reality. Stepping out of the sanctuary.